Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I hope you like this kind of content, and I hope you stay to like, comment and subscribe. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my very first makeup tutorial, and I hope you enjoy this kind of content. There will be definitely more to come, and let's get right into it. One thing about me these days, is I will put a bow on any hairstyle. That's one thing about me. But anyway, let me not hold you up. Here's the video. I don't wear makeup every day, but when I wear makeup and it's just a normal work day, like it's not like anything big going on, but I want to look cute, this is the makeup that I go to. So it's not like my everyday makeup look, but it's my any day makeup look. Yeah, let's call it that, my any day makeup look. All right, so we are gonna start with my eyes. I always start with my eyebrows in particular, because my eyeshadow game is a bit messy, and I also feel like your eyebrows is what frames your face. So once you've got that right, you're well on your way. And this is what I'm using as a spoolie top tip. It's an old Revlon mascara wand, so you can just clean your mascara wands and you'll have spoolies for days, guys. So brush them out. Then the next thing I do is I go in with a brown, any brand. This is a fake black opal. You know where I get these from, you know, those Chinese shops. This is a fake black opal pencil liner. Sometimes I buy my pencil liners from Avon or from Essence, but I was having an issue with a pencil liner that I bought from Essence. Like, it was breaking. Like, I would sharpen it, it would break. I would sharpen it, it would break. And I was like, you know what? Let me just get this 10 Rand pencil liner from this Chinese shop and live my best life. And I do have stuff like from Chinese shops that I use as makeup. I don't see a problem with that. But when it comes to like other product, I'll tell you, like eyeshadow, I don't mind. Pencil liner, I don't mind buying from Chinese shops. But when it comes to mascara, I'll buy drugstore stuff. When it comes to base, I'll buy drugstore stuff, because that stuff is in contact with like the majority of your face, and mascara is in close contact with your eyes, and I don't want to get like eye infection. But I'm sure for the most part it's fine, but I just don't want to risk it. Okie dokes. So those are the eyebrows, just defined. I just do the ends. Thankfully, I'm blessed with thick eyebrows, so I just do the ends and keep the, so that it actually gets more defined. I don't know, like that's the vibe, that's the look. Then I don't do concealer. Remember, this is like an everyday 10 minutes in the morning look, so I will not define my eyebrows with concealer. But what I will do is I will go in with this stick. It's a concealer stick, also from a Chinese shop. Let's just get the Chinese products out of the way. This concealer stick, so it has two shades. It's wheat on one side, which is this very light peachy color, concealer color, and then it is got brown on the side. I'm sure you can get like a drugstore equivalent of this like somewhere. Okay, but like, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just being honest here, that this was like purchased at one of those Chinese stores. And guys, I just want to remind you that we are still on our way to 100 subscribers. If you've been watching my videos and you still haven't subscribed, please take the time to do so. I would really much appreciate it. It's free and it grows the channel. And I did say, I'm gonna smash this out with my finger, and I did say that when we get to 100 subscribers, sorry, I'm distracted. When we get to 100 subscribers, I will do a get to know me video. I just feel like there's more incentive with waiting to get to 100 subscribers, like more people on the channel. But I also feel like you guys are getting to know me along the way through these little moments in my other videos. Like, you get to know what I find funny, what I find interesting, you know. But the formal sit down get to know me video will be done at 100 subscribers. If you're looking forward to that, please like and comment on this video. So the concealer is done on the lids of my eyes, so I'm then going to put concealer everywhere else that I want concealer on my face. And I will go in with this LA Girl Pro Conceal, and the shade I use is Warm Honey. So I'm going to focus under my eyes, and I'm going to focus on my acne spots. Oh my gosh, my skin is just not being my friend right now, but like, we're fighting the good fight and we will be good soon. So I just do a few dots under my eye. You'll see I use very little product for this look, very little product. And then I will dot the spots. I try to dot the spots like directly, the spots that I need to cover, because I want to use very little liquid foundation, so it's better that I target the spots. And I also wanted to talk about blood psalms, since this is a chatty video. If anybody's been watching, comment below and please share what you think about the series so far. I've only watched 2 episodes. And I do have some criticisms that I will share here. And if you have differing opinions, you are more than welcome to politely, keyword being politely, share those opinions in the comment section. So I'm gonna let the concealer just sit for a few minutes while I do the rest of my eyes. Just dry it out so that it's a bit more effective. I'll get to blood psalms now. Let me just explain what I'm doing with my eyes. So this is the eyeshadow that I like to use. It's a nice deep chocolate brown from Essence. The shade is called Legendary and it's number 10, and it's one of these one shade palettes where it just comes on its own like that. And I'm going to use this fluffy eyeshadow brush. This brush is from Avon. So I'm gonna tell you what I like about blood psalms and also what I don't like. I always keep some tissue paper on hand to brush off any excess product or clean off the brush if I'd used it like recently. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you what I don't like first, and then I'll tell you what I do like. Okay, I don't like the fact that there's too much copycatting, for lack of a better word. I feel like they're copycatting a lot from Game of Thrones. We'll see how far, or if they tone it down, because like I said, I've only watched 2 episodes. They're copycatting a lot from Game of Thrones. It's also an epic and it looks like it's set in Egypt. So the references to Game of Thrones that I've already seen and that are not being used, they're not doing it in a very clever way. It's a bit blatant if you ask me. So the warriors. There's a group of warriors that obviously are protecting the kingdom, the king and the prince and the royal family. And I don't know what the group of soldiers is called, but they say in isiZulu they call them nine ningaqomanga nine nishimileyo, meaning those that don't have wives or girlfriends. And remember in Game of Thrones that there was the Unsullied, and the Unsullied were basically men that had been their manhoods had been chopped off, and they were never to have wives, children, or any experiences with women. And they were basically devoted, dedicated, and giving their lives to be soldiers all their lives and not procreate, So them saying that just made reference to the Unsullied, what do you call it, soldiers in Game of Thrones. And I didn't like that. I mean, we could have been original. And then also that oracle, there's an oracle that they visit played by Thando Thabethe, and the oracle is forever naked, and she has a head of fire. Sorry, those are kids playing and they were making so much noise, so I had to pause for a second. So the character played by Thando Thabethe is just like reminding me of that woman that had red hair in Game of Thrones, and she was always saying, I also forgot her character name. Sorry guys, I'm not good at names, but I'm good at like faces. And she was always saying, for the night is dark and full of terror. Like Thando Thabethe is giving me the energy of that woman, because she foretells a lot of things, and it seems like she's in touch with the gods of that era, Nothing wrong with having an oracle, but the fire symbolism and her being like naked all the time. If you remember that red woman in Game of Thrones, like whenever she dropped her coat, she was just always naked underneath. So yeah, that's one of the those are the two references. And then also I didn't like that there's just the acting is really good, but with Thando Thabethe's character and those cave people, if you've watched, you know what I'm referring to. Like when they speak, the editing, there's just too much reverb and too much auto-tune in their dialogue. Like they edited it so that there's reverb and there's auto-tune, and I think they wanted it to make it sound more spooky and more ominous, but I feel like it's actually giving it an outdated feel. If you remember watching Abo Zorro, Nabo Zina, Nabo Hercules, Lava Bakdala, and you know how the evil characters would have that Zina, that voice, like that overly edited audio, like that's the vibe it's giving, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm also not a fan of the fact that for the first 2 episodes there's just darkness, there's terror, there's fighting, there's unease, there's no emotional rest as you're watching that show. Like there's no emotional rest. Kuyaliwa nje, waya kuyafiwa, kuyazalwa, kusemnyameni, kusebusuku. And I feel like it's very beneficial for a series to have moments of light and darkness, a balance, like if you in the real world there's war, but there's moments of laughter, there's moments of celebration and relaxing, like the troops when they've won a battle, they'll drink and be merry and be jolly. Like if you've seen it with these epics, there will be moments of real life, of like slowness of life going on amongst the chaos. Like Can we see the village people like harvesting, you know? Can we see like the palace staff preparing a meal and laughing, you know? Like, am I making sense? So those were some of the things that I just didn't like. That's the eyeshadow. Love it. So I'm just going to blend the concealer with this concealer flat brush. I'm going to start under my eyes, and starting with the eyeshadow actually helps to neaten up anything, any smudges with the concealer. So what I did like is clearly a lot of effort was put into casting. I feel like the cast is like a bunch of really good actors. I think the casting was done so well. I can't name them all. Like, a lot of them are familiar faces, but I'm just not good at names, guys, but I just know the faces. And I was very happy to see Uhlubi Mboya back on our screens. And I just hope to see more of her in the series. So I'm just blending this out very gently. And the costume was very good. I feel like the costumes are done very well. There's a lot of effort in that regard, which we don't see a lot in South African series. And I still also want to see how they connect Egypt with the whole story, because you can see from the architecture, from the rock art, that they are in what I would presume is ancient Egypt. However, they're speaking Southern African languages. They're speaking Sesotho, Setswana, Zulu, and Xhosa. So I want to see if they link it in a clever way, the whole Egypt thing, will it be linked in a clever way? What else? I can't remember. The costumes are brilliant. Oh, and I think most of the scenes are shot at night, but the lighting is brilliant. Like, the lighting is really good. This is how much foundation I'm using, just a little bit, and I'm not going to put foundation under my eyes because I don't want to ruin the brightening effect that I've done. So I'm gonna put like some here on my nose, here, and the rest on my forehead, just a little bit. And then I'm going to use this bigger flat brush to blend out the foundation. Oh, the foundation I'm using is Maybelline Fit Me. It's a staple for all the South African girlies. If you know, you know. And my shade is 350. So what I was saying is, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I just want to see how they work around the link to Egypt. I love using this brush for foundation. I prefer using a blush for foundation rather than a brush, not a blush. I prefer using a brush for foundation rather than a beauty blender. I just feel like it lasts longer and it settles better on the skin. I'm going to try not to disturb my edges, and I always prefer to do my edges before makeup, because I feel like if you do your makeup first, then your edges, the gel swoops into your edges and then like your hairline looks dirty. I need just a bit more foundation, just a touch more, I think, on my forehead and on my jawline, because this foundation is not full coverage. Even though I don't mind my acne spots showing just a little bit, I am going to cover them a bit, but I really don't mind. Like, skin is skin, and this is the reality of being a human being. Sometimes you'll have a breakout. but I'm working on it. I'm working on getting my skin clear, and I should probably do a video on why I am going through all of this. Maybe some of you will find the things that I'm using helpful, because I am on supplements for the hormone imbalance, which, let me just be frank, was caused by me going off birth control. Not that I'm trying to have a baby, but let's just say I'm detoxing from birth control. Not that I'm trying to have a baby, don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. Yes, but that's my opinion on Blood Psalms. I'm looking forward to more, and I will give it more. I will watch the other episodes. So far, I'm impressed. So that is the foundation blended out, and I think I've done a good job. Then the next thing that I will follow up with is a setting powder, and I will spray my beauty blender with setting spray. And the setting spray I use is from Avon. It is Magic's Mark. This is the setting spray. It's really good. And the powder I'm using, it's a banana powder. This powder is from Signature, and this is how my battery is low, but we will get through this video. So I just tap and I get some powder, and this is the most important area for me. I bake my nose and my under eye. Reason being is I sweat a lot in this area, so I bake this area, meaning I sit with it without brushing it off. I sit with it for longer than I do the rest of my face. So I will be very liberal in this area with the banana powder. And my nose is oily. Like, generally I have dry skin, the rest of my face is dry, but my nose is very oily, so I'm very liberal with the setting powder or banana powder in that area. And then for the rest of my face, I will take a powder brush, dip it in the same powder, just like so. Just get some, and I will just pat all over my face. So the rest of my face I'm setting, but under my eyes and my nose I am baking. And always remember to blend your makeup down your jawline, guys, because you want it to look seamless. Akiri guys. And do the forehead. Doing the forehead, and then brush it off a little bit, because we are not baking, we are setting. And that was just a little amount. Then while my under eyes continue to bake, I will put on my mascara. So this is the mascara I use. This is Essence. We know where to buy Essence, right? Most all of these products, it's either Chinese shops or Dis-Chem or Clicks. And I do love this brush. It is pointy at the end, but you know which one's the better one from this range? Same design, but the purple one, that's the better one. But this one is also good. The purple one has a bent blush applicator. Like the brush is a bit bent here at the tip, and it just gets in the corners of your eyes so much better. So next time I'm going to buy that purple one. My friend has it, and I just saw how well that one works compared to this one. And actually I was supposed to buy the purple one. I was supposed to buy the purple one, but I got confused in the shop, And I thought the one that I had tried out from her was this one. Oh, I was so mad at myself. But anyway, this one is also really good. So the first coat of the top lash is done, and then I'm going to do my bottom lash. I don't always do my bottom lash, but honey, it just adds so much, such a vibe. Okay. And then I will go and do a second coat on my top lash. And I always come from the front and from behind, if you can see. So I go from the front and also from behind. I feel like it just adds more volume, more definition. And you have to be careful with, like, once you've figured it out, you'll get maximum volume from your eyelashes. And there we go, that's my eyelashes done. And then while I wait for that to dry, I will do my lips, and this is my current lip combo of choice. So I start with this Smudge lip, what is it? Smudge Long Lasting Liquid Matte Lipstick in the color Sugar. I bought this at Clicks, so I use this as a lip liner. So I will just line my lips. Like so. And it is a matte lipstick, so I will allow it to just dry a bit before I put on the lip gloss, because I don't want it to smudge and then you don't see that ombre effect. So while I let that dry, then I will brush off this excess powder from under my eye. And then back to the lips, I'm going to put on this Avon Color Trend lip gloss. Any lip gloss will do. This is just the one that I have on hand, and I think this is the strawberry one. I love how it smells. You can elevate this by putting a nude lipstick in the center. Okay, let me do that actually. So this is a nude from Avon. Bought this ages ago. Don't even know what the shade is. You can't even read it, but it's a lovely nude from Avon. Put it in the center. Move it around a bit. And then I'm going to put on the gloss on top. And I'll use my finger because I don't like getting product on my lip gloss applicator. So I'll use my finger just to move it over and distribute it evenly. And how cute is that? How cute is that? Love it, love it, love it. And well, you can elevate this look by putting on some eyelashes, putting on some blush, but usually what I like to do is put on just a little bit of highlighter. Okay. So just a little bit of highlighter, like on the tip of my nose here, then on the bridge of my cheeks, just here and here. So last and final step will be to put on setting spray. Again, this is the Avon setting spray. I like to close my lips and of course close your eyes. You don't want chemicals in your eyes, so close my lips and close my eyes and spray. Like, I am liberal with this stuff, okay? And always make sure you get underneath your neck, underneath your chin, towards your neck as well, because you did put product there, right? And then I will let this dry, and that will be the look for my anyday makeup look. Some simple products and a bit of good technique, and you got yourself a good look. This is good for work, it's good for events. Love it. And of course you can turn it from day to night and put on like a brighter lipstick, like a pink one, a purple lipstick, a red lipstick. It's so neutral that you can elevate it and put it with any outfit. Love it, love it, love it. If you watched this to the end, I hope you enjoyed my very first makeup tutorial on the channel. Love you loads, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with anyone who might be interested in this kind of content. And guys, do you like my artwork? I did it myself. Yeah, I did it myself. Bye.